Hello everybody, Twitch has just left your what?
My like recommended things.
Not your recommended things. For some reason, when I go to type in Xaraton into the the URL search, on my browser, the first thing that comes up after EX is Expedia. What?
Credit score every day, bro.
I don't think I've ever used Expedia. Because no, Expedia is not credit score. You're thinking of Experian.
Yeah.
No, Expedia is a travel booking website. Which, when was the last time we traveled? What version is this? The game still hasn't updated, so it's been a month since the last update. Dead game. Dead game for real. Hello, Fanta. How's it going? There we go. I was gonna say, Streamlabs wasn't actually picking up the game. I am so full of food. It is unbelievable. I made us nachos today, and I made a lot. And I also ate a good amount of the leftover tortillas before. Hello? Excuse me?
Fuck are you?
Okay, I'm just in. I thought I was in one of those dungeons for a second. I'm just in the desert. But for a second, I thought I was in one of the dungeons. Good to know that the frame rate is still broken. The frame rate counter. Well, of course it would be. They haven't updated the game.
Wait, and restocks. I forgot. Oh, that fucking died.
No. You finally have a picture of the giant lint bunny. Hell yeah.
Oh, I know what a giant lint bunny is. Like the most British thing ever.
Yeah. We do love our chocolate animals, especially at Easter. Missed. Wait, out arrows. No, oh, my game's being weird. I can't attack. There we go. They're attacking where I am not. Ooh, the server is... Maybe because you were joining.
Nope.
You failed to join. The server's being a bit funky. Enemies are attacking in a place that I very much am not standing in, and also won't die. Oh, it died. You had to watch 3 ads, bruh.
At least there are no more mid-rolls.
Yeah, mid-rolls shouldn't be on, but 3 ads at the start is insane.
I think I had about 3.
That's such an Amazon thing.
We got kicked out of our Disney Plus yesterday.
Yeah, Disney Plus has finally followed suit in the like Netflix. Like, you have to make your own account if you don't live on the same Wi-Fi, which is great. So we love that.
And like, it would make sense if it was like, oh yeah, we're not even in the same country, so we can't use it. But like, it works because we pay for Amazon Prime and your parents pay for Disney, and we both share.
Yeah.
And now only one of us is benefiting from that because they can still access Amazon, but we can't access Disney.
Yeah, although I guarantee Amazon's going to follow suit eventually.
Pardon me.
But it's fine because we pay for pirating, and I will continue to do that. All it means is Disney now isn't getting the statistics that people are using their app, because we're no longer using their app, because we're not going to pay for it. If anything, they're just guaranteeing more money put into websites that they don't benefit from. So thank you, Disney. Good job. I don't know why more people don't pirate, to be honest. It is, like, genuinely one of the easiest things to do. I think I pay, like, £7 for 3 months.
Yeah.
Not that I condone piracy, of course. I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but it is easy. What you want to do with your own time and money is up to you. All I'm saying is it's easy, but it is also illegal, but also you're not gonna get caught. I do not endorse piracy.
I also apologize, stream. I am eating because I got back very late.
Yeah, and also it's a very noisy food, which I kind of didn't think about. The crunchiest of foods. Where have all the enemies gone? Oh, there's one. What is this over here? I can see blue. Like a little hut with a blue roof. Or is it full of water? Is this an oasis? That's full of water. There's a giant, like, gum tree with pools around it. Oh, it's not a gum tree. This is sandstone. The heck? What is this? It's like an island. Up here, then. Let's climb. Is there anything up here? No. Weird. There's definitely an oasis up there, I think. Up here. Copyright laws don't mean anything to me. I mean, honestly, copyright laws I get it to for some things. You know, if I write,
don't steal my patented idea.
Yeah, or if I write a song or something, I don't want another musician to just steal it. But like laws, especially in terms of countries, like being able to release a movie in one country and not release it in another, those kinds of laws are just stupid. Like, it doesn't happen as much anymore, but I remember when even, like, Disney and, mega corporations making movies, you'd get movies that come out, like, 6 months earlier in America than they did in the UK. It was just like, why? Why is that a thing? But yeah, streaming services are just, I don't know, I don't really support them. If I pirate a movie and I really like the movie, or particularly like a series or something, I might consider buying like a DVD. But like they're not gonna get any noticeable amount of money from me watching their show on Netflix. The only person benefiting from that is Netflix.
I will say, like, for example, Iron Lung, we would not ever pirate like something like Iron Lung. We want to support the person who made it directly.
Yeah, but also it's coming out on DVD, or they're trying to. But I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with pirating it if I've already bought the DVD.
Yeah.
Or, know that I will get it the moment it comes out, because I'm not taking any money away from anything. If anything, it's just, if I've got the DVD, it's just a more convenient way to watch it on my computer. It's kind of like pirating Nintendo games that you can't buy anymore if you own them. Although, to be honest, I don't really think there's a problem with pirating Nintendo games you can't buy anymore anyway, because you can't buy them anymore. Only Nintendo seems to have a problem with you pirating games you can't buy anymore, as if they're losing money. It's like, well, the alternative is I buy it secondhand and you still don't get any money. If you had a problem with it, Nintendo, give me the option to buy it on, like, a store. Kind of like how PlayStation did that thing where you could access really old PlayStation games online and download them on your PlayStation. Just do that. Let me download loads of Nintendo games on the Switch. Bushimi says Leo sprain or fracture.
Fuck knows. It's not fractured. But we also don't know what's wrong with it. And it's still fucked. So, I'm on crutches. Diving.
Yay. This is a different... I've not seen one of these towns before, I don't think. And also that over there. Oh, that's one of the temple gateways over there. Just a desert one. And this is... It's a Ferran village! Are they aggro or are they friendly? They're friendly! They're like Quebec's. Like, they're friendly. But they're foxes. They're fennec foxes. Ow, he's not! He hit me! Ah! No, please! They hit me once and then they run away. Is it if I come too close? Hang on, what if I put my weapon away? No, okay, they hit you if you come too close.
BRB.
He broke a bit of my armor. Seeing piracy as theft is stupid because it's not like it's money they had and we stole it. Like the games I pirate, I would never have bought anyway, so it's not like they're losing money they would have gotten otherwise. Yeah. I would like him known that I did not start this fight. This is not on me. I didn't do this. You're on a streak? Hell yeah. Hells to the yeah. Ah, I set myself on fire. What are you, a Ferran burrower? Wow, a bone sword. Don't need it, the garbage. I got storm hide from somewhere, I'm not sure where. Ooh, I have a shit ton of stuff in my inventory. Yes, what? I don't need a lot of this. So I started work the other day. Today was my third day. And I can drive a van now. And I don't like it. Driving vans is scary. I'm not a fan.
Not a fan of the van.
Not a fan of driving the van. But I didn't die, and that's the important part. Oh, my voice is going for some reason. This is getting ridiculous. You have 150k channel points. Damn. You can, like, get some emotes or something. Right, well, we killed all the Farrons. Anything up here? Oh no, there's a Farron still alive. Ah! I fell. Why is my voice going? Why do I have a headache? I'm dying. I swear to God, if I'm getting ill on my third day, It's not gonna look good if I have to call in sick on my, like, 4th day in. Do we have cauliflowers? Do you want cauliflowers? Okay. Was that a no, you don't want them? Okay. There's the resident farmer. Chest in here? Nope. Resident farm boy. Your grandfather used to drive a very old van that sounded like it was going to fall apart any second, and he drove it like a madman. I mean, the vans that I'm going to be driving are nice. They are actually quite nice to drive in terms of how they feel and everything. Like, they're automatics, they're a Mercedes. I'm driving a more expensive, nicer vehicle than I drive in my own time. But also, they're very big and scary. I don't like it.
I can't drive.
It's because you smell. Learn to drive, loser. Keep in mind the south of France is mostly made of very dangerous cliffs and twisting roads that make Rainbow Road look up to code. Have you considered living somewhere that... The more you describe where you live, Bashimi, the more it sounds like you live in a third world country. I have to say. Do you have aubergines, and would you like aubergines?
I do not want aubergines. Actually, yes, I would. Are they seeds or...?
Seeds.
No.
Oh. Why do you not want...
I actually don't need aubergines.
Nice, Fanta. Nice job completing that course. Yeah, I'm only 3 days in, but they really do. So the first day they're like, here's how the company runs, here's what you'll be doing, here's how you talk to customers. And the second day is, here's a van, drive it. And I didn't have a good time. I didn't get signed off. Like, it was an assessment, didn't get signed off, which I absolutely agreed with. I think if I had been signed off and today was my first day actually delivering, I would have had a breakdown. I low-key had an anxiety attack last night because I was like, I'm never going to be comfortable driving this van. This is the worst thing ever. I want to leave. It wasn't so bad today. I was definitely being a bit dramatic. But I'm still not like... Yeah, driving vans is great. I love driving vans, you know? But I'm not like going to die.
No imminent death.
No. Sadly not. If I did die though, Leah would get a good amount of money now. You know, some of the benefits are nice. Life insurance.
I don't even get life insurance, and my job is like actually dangerous.
Well, my job's actually dangerous. I significantly increase the chance of getting into a car accident just by the amount of time spent in a car alone. Without even taking into consideration the size of the vehicle and, like, blind spots and everything. What other benefits do I get? I can open a savings account with them and put an amount of money into the account every month for... I can't remember if it was 1 year or 3 years, but at the end of it, I can use all of the money in that account to either just pay out to myself or invest it in shares in the company for 10% off the usual shares cost. And I'm like, maybe, You know, if I lasted that long, I don't expect me to. I don't think I want to be there for 3 years. But maybe.
I just tried to lock my computer like hiding.
Hide the Hytale. Your uncle used to work for Chronopost. That shit sounded scary. I've not even heard of Chronopost. Is that a French delivery service? I mean, the delivery service I'm working for is it's pretty bougie. It's one of the bougier delivery services in the UK. So that's nice, at least. Most of the customers are like... It's the, like, the more upper class kind of customer, you know? Gotta say though, I do like driving an automatic. And I want to get an automatic eventually. And I'm glad that the vans are automatic. I think if they had gears, they had gear sticks, I would die. That would be it. I'd be done. Quit on the spot. A snack. I killed the snack. Your Wi-Fi doesn't want you watching streams. Damn. Oh, how's your internet doing, Bashimi? Has your internet improved now? I murdered her daughters. Armadillo. One of the biggest French delivery companies, and they're famous for being about as bad as two of their employees as Amazon. Damn. Yeah, the company I work for is generally it seems like generally okay in how they treat their employees. I will say, something I didn't expect, we had a union rep come in because a lot of the people that work there are in the union, and I'm totally on board with the unions. I think they're a great idea, especially with the existence of companies like Amazon. The woman that was doing the union repping really put me off. Considering it's her job to recruit people to the union, she did not make me want to join.
Unrecruited.
Genuinely. Like, we were all, a lot of us, because there were 7 of us, were generally all on the kind of, the opinion of like, yes, this seems like something we'd probably want to do. However, I would rather go home and read about it before I, commit to anything or make any decisions. And she was hard selling, sign up now, sign up today, sign up right here. We were like, I'm not really comfortable with that, to be honest. I wasn't about that. I wasn't a fan.
Why won't you let me connect to the server? I was like, why is my headphones not even connected? I left the game because I was like, oh, my headphones are charged, I can actually use them now. And then I launched the game and it's still fucking working. Whatever, anyway. Oh, I need to update Windows.
Hello, Carolyn. How's it going? But yeah, so union's great. Good idea. I think unions are great. I think they protect people. I think they're really important. If you're recruiting people to join your union,
don't be so pushy.
Yeah. I think it's kind of a universal experience for me, at least, that the more someone tries to sell something to me, the less I want to buy it, you know? Like, if I go into a shop and I'm looking and they immediately start going, oh yeah, you should buy this, oh this is really good, oh yeah, like this is a great deal, you should definitely get this, it puts me off. I'm like,
pathological demand avoidance.
nah. Not too bad. You folks good? Yeah, not too bad. I'm very tired and very full of food.
I ate less. Saving it for lunch tomorrow.
It was a lot of food. I should have saved mine for lunch tomorrow. I hope that we go back to the depot at lunchtime. I hope it's not one route. The new day job treating you out? It is what it is. I mean, they're not treating me poorly, but it's a lot. I had a small breakdown at home over being worried about driving the fan. Because, this is scary. But, I can do it. It's fine. I can do it.
Boy.
But I don't want to.
What the fuck can I make with corn? Can I make corn on the cob? I have so much corn.
You managed to get a €300 PC screen for 50, and now your setup is looking like you dumped thousands into it. Hell yeah. I need to replace some of my screens.
I can make corn on the cob. Sorry.
Oh god, it's a Dargon.
But also apparently charcoal isn't fuel.
Oh god, it's a Dargon.
Eat it.
Kill him. Oh god, he's gonna kill me. He sets me on fire. Ow. Owie. Ow. Ah! Oh, okay, yeah, he hurts me even if I'm blocking. Cool.
I have made corn on the cob.
Wow. Climb. Oh god, he can climb. Ah! Well, I'm dead. I am dead for sure. I don't have... I fell in lava. The dragon didn't even kill me. You've had your driving license for 12 years and you still haven't driven anything bigger than a small van. Yeah, I've had mine for 3 years. And my car's a little Kia Picanto, and I've gone from that to a big delivery van, so it's a lot.
I can't drive. Yay.
It's because you're smelly.
There's this person on TikTok at the moment that, sorry, I promise this has relevance, who is like anti people with anxiety. Like, it's not just anxiety that I can't drive. Like, I'm not just like, oh, I'm too anxious to drive, therefore I won't try. Like, I have tried, it did not go well. But there's this person on anxiety on TikTok.
This person on anxiety.
Person on anxiety. I mean, he is speaking on the subject of anxiety, who's just like really horrible to people that are like, I am anxious and therefore I don't think it will be safe for me to drive a car because if I have a panic attack on a roundabout, I'm just going to cause a fucking hazard.
Yeah.
And he's like, anxiety is just a state of mind. You're being a child. This is learned helplessness. Like, if you say you can't drive because of anxiety, you're just fucking lazy. And I'm like, yo, they're right. They're driving a fucking metal tank. Like, yeah, I understand there's a certain point where learned helplessness is a thing. But I feel like being like, I don't think I should drive a giant metal death machine because if I have a panic attack in the middle of a fucking roundabout, I will kill people. Yeah. That is keeping the world safe. Go for it, girl. Don't drive. If you think that you will cause a problem because you have anxiety and are trying to drive, that is not learned helplessness. That is being responsible. And I understand, like, if you live in a completely isolated environment and you're like, I do not have a job because I won't learn to drive because I have anxiety, then that is a point where it's like, okay, maybe you should get some help, because if you are refusing to do anything about it and it's your only option, then sure, yeah, whatever. But like, if you're like, I don't really need to learn to drive, and the thought of doing so gives me anxiety, I don't think you should be attacked for that.
No, I agree.
Anyway, that's my... But yeah, there's this guy on TikTok at the moment who's just like very anti people with anxiety.
Some people are weird.
I wanna find some of his hot takes. I also have OCD, so I feel like I am just like the culmination of all the reasons. Apart from being blind, I am just like a ball of reasons why I shouldn't drive. What am I doing? Who is this guy? Who is he?
I can drive, but I don't like it very much.
I can't. Oh, there he is. Name is Gray.
If I don't have to drive, I'd rather not. You know.
Where is the driving discourse?
Driving Discord.
I feel like as the internet, we go so heavily one way or the other.
Yeah.
We're either like so incredibly like nothing is anyone's fault ever, like no one should ever be held accountable if they have mental health problems. They go from that to, well, it's your own fucking problem, deal with it. Yeah. Like there is no in between on the internet of like using rational thinking skills ever.
Yeah, for some reason on the internet people are incapable of nuance.
Yeah.
As a society, we're too reliant on cars, and it's increasingly expected that you have a car.
Also, yeah,
we should have more money put in public transport. I fully agree. Yeah.
Also, I live in a place where, like, driving just doesn't make sense. Like, for example, driving to work. Literally, no fucking person that I work with drives to work because it costs so much money to park for an entire day near my work. You might as well just walk or get public transport, and it will be cheaper.
It would also take you the same amount of time to cycle in as it does to drive.
It's a one-way system along the seafront, and you have to drive along the seafront in rush hour on a one-way system. It just doesn't fucking work. And like a lot of the people that I work with very much drive, but no one I work with drives to work. And like all I do is go to work. I don't have a fucking life, so why would I learn to drive if I can't even drive to work? But also, I don't think I would be a safe driver. Like, I don't think I would. I think because I am convinced that I'm like killing things on the daily basis just by existing. I think I would just get in a car, convince myself that I'd already killed 70 pedestrians and just give up on life. Like, I don't think I'd be a safe driver, but not because I'm like not focusing. I think because I'm over focusing, getting myself in my head and just like convincing myself I've killed half the planet by being in a car.
Can't believe you killed half the planet.
You're really mean, actually. You're evil.
Why?
Because you did this to me when I... Okay, Leo law. There was a period of time where I was convinced that I put the cats in the oven. And I did it quite a bit. And I was like absolutely convinced that I put the cats in the oven and I would have to take all of our food out the oven to check the cats weren't in the oven. Even if I could see the cats were in the room with me, not in the oven, I would have to check that they weren't in the oven. And you on a not daily basis, but ever so often, you would just be like, are you sure you haven't put the cats in the oven? And I would have to do the whole ritual of taking everything out the oven, even if the cats were right in front of me, to check that the cats weren't in the oven. And it's not very fun, is it?
In my defense, I wouldn't do it when there was stuff in the oven.
But also at that time, we did not know I had OCD. So like, I feel like at the time it was just like, haha, silly quirky thing that Leo does. And now it's like, oh no, that was OCD. Let's maybe not do that.
We have learnt.
We have learnt. But also, for having OCD is really funny because like so many things that you're like, this is a really normal human person thing to do. And then you learn you have OCD and you learn how all of those normal person things that you thought were normal person things are actually not normal person things and are very much caused by your OCD. And I think it's really fun. And also, I work a job that is like the worst job possible for OCD. Yeah. Apparently, not normal people don't count like in their head every single step that they take. That was a thing that I was like, wow, that was OCD. I thought people just did that. Are you telling me you don't like walk around the house and as you're walking you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as you take steps?
I do not.
I thought that was a normal person thing.
I sometimes, if I'm walking, will like walk in time with my music.
That's a normal person thing. But I also, my counting my steps thing. Yeah, I agree with Carolyn. It has no. Oh, actually, no, I don't fully agree. I don't feel like there are consequences to me if I don't do it, but also I can never not do it. And like, it's just a thing that goes on in my brain. Like I can have a conversation with someone while I'm doing it, but in like the back of my head, I'm always counting my steps, and not in like a fitness way. It has taken me this many steps to get from point A to point B. And also, I also convince myself that I'm faking every illness. So me and my foot issue, every like 10 minutes or so, I'm like, I have to test myself to make sure I'm not faking it. Anyway, I'm a normal person.
So normal and healthy.
I'm sure as I go through my wonderful therapy journey, I will find out more things that I do that are not normal things to do. Oh, something that I don't know if it's a OCD thing, but that really stressed me out on the bus today is someone stroked a dog and then ate a donut with the hand that they stroked a dog with.
Yeah.
I think that's just gross. But this
is just bad.
Yeah,
hygiene.
bad hygiene. This is also the person that I told you shared one brain cell between two people. I promise I'm not a horrible judgmental person, but on the bus today, I was like, wow, you guys are stupid. And they were talking so loudly. Like, I don't know how a human can speak literally that loudly. My brain is trolling me. Yes, it is.
Go fight the ice dragon. See if I can get more mithril.
Yeah, I thought my like weird intrusive thoughts things were just being autistic, and then I explained them to an autistic person who was like, girl, what? Because I was convinced for the longest time that I didn't have OCD, until I can't remember what the specific thing was. I was joking with someone about at work who was also autistic, and I was like, you know when you like touch a chemical and then you're convinced for the rest of your day that you're actually accidentally going to drink bleach, and he was like, what? And I was like, you know, like if you've touched a chemical, like do you not convince yourself that you're gonna like ingest, like you've drunk bleach and that you're gonna die? And he was like, what? And I was like, okay, you know what, I'm gonna stop this conversation because I'm a completely normal person and we don't need to have this conversation right now. But yeah, I'm also autistic, but it's now very apparent to me like what the difference between my autistic rigidities and compulsive behaviors and thoughts. And there are some things that are like a combination of both my autism and having OCD. For example, I get very stressed out about home decor, which is really stupid. And for the longest time, I'm still really bad with it now, but everything always has to be absolutely perfect and make 100% sense in my brain, otherwise it causes me physical distress. And I've figured out that this is sort of a combination of being autistic and also having OCD, because I'm very much like, I have a lot of different genres of OCD in one, I think, because at first I thought it was just one thing, and then like as I was speaking to the therapist person who's trying to like help me with it, she kept being like, and how do you feel about this, and how do you feel about this, and I was like, I didn't even know this was a thing, why are you calling me out? But yeah, the being a home decor perfectionist to the degree that I am, to the point where it makes me physically distressed, that's not normal, apparently.
When it's Christmas and we put up the Christmas tree, I am just there for support.
Yep. Because I get so stressed out about it.
I am not allowed to actually touch the tree.
And also the fact that it's my OCD is stressing me out as well, because it means I have to get over it.
Where are those?
I don't know, there's probably a bunch of other things that I've forgotten about, but it was a revelation finding out I was autistic. Autistic?
What, finding out you were autistic? I don't think that was much of a revelation.
No, that wasn't much of a revelation.
I think that was pretty apparent.
Finding out I had OCD. Anyway, enough trauma dumping for one day. Why do I have a fish?
Is that trauma dumping?
I don't know, maybe. Talking about my mental health issues. I think I'm a pretty, I was about to say, I think I'm a pretty mentally healthy person.
X to doubt.
I don't know, I'm still mentally ill, but I'm mentally ill in different ways than I used to be.
I thought you were just going to say mentally ill in a good way.
I'm mentally ill in a good way. I'm mentally ill in a way that keeps me safe. Are you telling me you don't want to be mentally ill in a way that keeps you safe?
I'm not sure that that's true.
I mean, I'm safe because I have OCD, because I don't do anything.
Apart from going to work at 11 PM because you're convinced that you've like left something on.
The stream, like. You can see. Valve. Phil. Valve.
Who's Phil? Phil Lester. Is that Dan and Phil?
Yeah.
It's the only Phil that you would mention.
Oh, I know what that is. It's me showing myself that.
Used to get sick in school. When they would let you wash your hands after when they wouldn't let you wash your hands after chemistry class, like everyone thought I was insane. Now I'm wondering if some of the things I'm told are just rigidities are caused by other things. I mean, the thing with like a lot of neurodivergencies like OCD and autism and ADHD is a lot of them have
a neurodivergency.
Is it not?
No. It's a mental illness, bruv.
Oh, what? How does? Because a lot of them have like comorbidities, like ADHD and autism.
Yeah, so autism and OCD have comorbidities, but OCD is not a neurodivergence. It is a subtype of a specific kind of anxiety.
Yeah.
No, it's not. A neurodivergence is a neurodevelopmental disorder. So it's neurodivergence is when your brain does not brain properly in like growing up. Whereas OCD,
Yeah, I thought OCD would have counted for that.
no. Like, yeah, so a neurodivergence is a neurodevelopmental disorder. So like your brain did not develop in a way that like the correct way. I'm doing inverted commas. You can't see, but you can hear it in the inflection in my voice.
It didn't develop in the typical way.
Yeah. Whereas yeah, OCD is a mental illness, but it is very often comorbid with autism because of the way autistic people are. I can say that I'm autistic. But I don't know, it's like, it's difficult because everyone's like, oh yeah, I also think like that, but there's a difference between having these thoughts and it being something that takes over your life. Like OCD is classified as like having these thoughts to a degree where you cannot perform your life. Because like so many people could argue that yes, I thought that one time, therefore I have OCD. That is not what OCD is. It's
What the
a
fuck
thing
did the
that like
dragon
takes
did
over
he
your
just
brain.
get?
Pardon?
Sorry, the dragon just dipped. Oh, he got all his fucking health back.
Yay.
Really? The dragon just literally just disappeared and respawned with all its health back. Okay, well I guess I'm cheesing it. I had the dragon down to like 30% and it just fucking dipped. So yeah, you get cheesed now.
As punishment.
Don't blame me, blame the game. I was doing this properly.
Yeah, comorbid illness, like diseases. That's not the right word. Comorbid diseases. No, like conditions are wild. Like, what do you mean? My brain formed this way, and therefore I must also do this.
Have you tried not? Just cheer up.
I'm not sad though. Like objectively, I'm not a sad person anymore.
I do sometimes think about the times when people have been like, oh, I don't really understand how you can be depressed. Like, just don't. Just be happy. Like, how can you be depressed when other people have it so much worse? Like, this is you're not solving anything here.
Like, I don't consider myself a sad person anymore. I used to be a very sad person. Anymore.
I am.
Happy bro.
Need to drink my happy juice. I don't have any happy juice this week.
I was about to say I do. Ginger beer.
That is not alcoholic.
I did have a cider before. And because I hadn't eaten like anything today, I drank a cider and was like, wow, I'm drunk.
Why didn't you eat anything today?
I had soup, that's not food. I had a cup of soup and some grapes, which is basically just fiber. So my body is full of nothing right now. I have accidentally become the registrar. I currently can't really walk around, and my job involves a lot of walking around, so I've just become the data analysis bitch. I made the mistake of putting in the group chat, anyone want me to do any paperwork today? And my boss was basically like, here, I've decided I want to analyze all this data out of nowhere. You do it. Which is where I got the jellyfish mortality rate thing from, because I was... Basically, every 3 months in a zoo or aquarium, you get something called a vet visit, which is exactly what it sounds like, where a vet visits.
Whoa, crazy.
But they're not just like visiting for the vibes. Basically, you have something called an audit. So every 6 months, you get an audit. So they basically come and look at all your paperwork, all of your like health issues, mortalities, and they basically point out if there's any correlations or anything they think you're doing wrong. And they basically just complain about shit. Our vet came into my section, the jellyfish section, yesterday and was just didn't comment on the fact that I bred jellyfish for the first time in 25 years or whatever. She just went, oh, the electrics are a bit shit in here. I was like, thanks. Very cool. But she basically was very unhappy with some of the... This is going to make it sound like I work at a really shit aquarium, because the analysis does not say this, but she was unhappy with a lot of the mortality rates and how many deaths we had in comparison to the amount of animals we had. So I had to basically go through all of our quarantine mortalities and ironically all of our jellyfish mortalities, because one of the high mortality rates we had for 2025 was jellyfish.
I can't believe you killed all the jellyfish.
Anyway, quarantine in 2025 we had 100 deaths. Over 50, I think over 60% of those was supplier issues, so that's not an us problem, so I solved that. And then the other one, so I had to analyze the jellyfish deaths. So in 2025 we had 136 jellyfish deaths. The aquarium. So that's in the entirety of 2025. I started in July of 2025. And between July of 2025 and now, we have had 7. So 129 deaths occurred in the first 7 months of 2025. And in the 9 months since that, we have had 7 deaths total. Don't know what could have changed that made that happen, but at least the jellyfish aren't dying anymore. And no one has been appreciative. Actually, no, that's a lie. Everyone's very happy about the jellyfish, but no one has sort of been like, hey, our jellyfish have stopped dying. That's wild. But yeah, apparently we used to
Because no one notices when a jellyfish dies.
No. And also, yeah, we used to get in a new shipment of jellyfish every... It's like, I think, month to 6 weeks. I've not had new jellyfish since August. And
Jellyfish dies and people are just like, yeah, okay.
let's just buy new ones.
They're barely an animal.
Which has made me very angry. But yeah, since I started, we've had 7 total jellyfish die. And before I started, like, the ratio is wild because, like, I've been there for, 9 months? So, yeah, I've had less than 1 jellyfish death a month since I started. And that is including the old gammy jellyfish from when I first started before they were being taken care of properly. And in less time, before I started, 129 died. That is over 20 a month if you average it out, which is insane. A jellyfish lifespan is individual to the species and the genetics, unfortunately, which is a very wishy-washy answer. On average, it's about a year to 2 years, but again, it depends. There is a species of jellyfish called the immortal jellyfish, which are, in most senses of the word, immortal.
They don't die from age, right? They can die from other causes, obviously.
They actually potentially, they don't necessarily die from other causes, because so jellyfish have a very complicated life cycle, and they have multiple phases to their life. So the Medusa phase is what we're all familiar with, the big like pulsy jellyfish looking jellyfish. That is a Medusa. They also have a phase called a polyp, where they basically look like a little tree, and the polyp basically shits out other jellyfish. It's how they reproduce, and the immortal jellyfish can go backwards and forwards between being a polyp and being a medusa. So if it's got some threats happening to it, if its water quality is bad, it can basically be like, I don't want to be a jellyfish anymore. I'm going to be a baby now. And the babies are a lot more resilient to disease, bad water quality, temperature change, salinity change. So they technically, even if they're under threat from predation or bad water quality or temperature or salinity, they can still survive.
They can still die though.
I mean,
they're not
yes,
immortal.
yeah, no, they're not actually immortal.
That's what I was saying.
But
we can still die from other stuff.
But it's very unlikely that they will die.
You know, if you took them out of water and left them on the beach,
if they're a polyp,
sun,
they'd be fine.
Or if you left a polyp just in the sun on the beach with no water for like a week.
Yeah, you can rehydrate polyps. So my original moon jellyfish polyp colony was dry on a rock in an empty tank. And I rehydrated them because I filled the tank up with water to quarantine an animal.
What if you threw them in a campfire?
I think maybe then they'd probably die, but that's not really a condition that jellyfish face in the wild, is campfires.
They could still get burnt. You know, BP sets fire to the ocean like once a year.
Presentation, guys, do the jellyfish presentation. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, what the guest experiences? We don't have a jellyfish presentation, and I'm sad about it. I'm tempted to write one. I gave my own jellyfish presentation not that long ago, and people were like, "Whoa, jellyfish are wild!" So that made me happy. But I'd write one, and then I'd supervise it every single time and decide whether or not I am happy with each individual doing it. No. They can do what the fuck they want. They can talk shit about me, which I don't care.
The guest experiences at this aquarium are unsatisfactory, and it's because I don't work there.
Some of them are great. Some of them are really good, and then some of them
not as good as me.
And then some of them aren't.
I'm better.
I heard a total of one of your talks. You actually.
I am better.
Sure.
Because you haven't heard my talks.
I think I am actually great at doing talks. I used to have to do them at the other aquariums that I worked at, and I was really good at them.
I'm slightly concerned that I do actually kind of feel like I'm getting ill. I don't know if I'm just sleep deprived.
Might be that.
But I do actually. I've got a sore throat. I got a headache. I'm really tired. I hope I'm not getting ill. That would suck. Right when I start my new job.
Yeah. But yeah, to conclude my point, jellyfish life expectancy very much varies. I've had my moon jellyfish for... How long have I had them? I got them when I first started.
Jellyfish life expectancy is at least 3.
3.
Yeah.
3 days.
Hours.
Isn't the word for diving... What? The diving suit. You mean a wetsuit?
What? Isn't the word for the diving suit ridiculous in English? Snorkel or something? Do you mean a snorkel, which is the name of...
That's not a diving suit. That is a thing, a tube you shove in your mouth.
Yeah, that's yeah. The thing that you attach to your dive mask to breathe underwater.
Well, not breathe,
but
isn't scuba.
That isn't, yeah, just a tube that you poke out of the water while you duck your head in.
Snorkel.
What do you call that in French? Just pipe.
Pipe.
Dive pipe.
I have a quiz for chat. What does scuba stand for? Do you even remember what scuba stands for?
Yeah.
I can't remember who Diva was quizzing us the other day. Oh no, it was at the Christmas party. One of the Christmas cracker questions was, what does scuba stand for? And I was the only scuba diver at work that knew what it stood for.
Suck, come, under, butts.
Ass.
And tuba. So you literally just call it a tube. That's boring. I wonder what the etymology of a snorkel is. Snorkel.
Chat is not cooperating with
etymology.
my pop quiz. What does scuba stand for, lads?
Snorkel is actually originally a German word.
Snorkel. I honestly think I should just be a professional yapper. I'm really good at it.
Yeah, snorkel is originally a German word that was originally referring to the air shaft for a submarine, which means nose or snout, and it's also related to the word snarken, which means to snore. There you go. Basically, it's just German for like nose.
Did you know jellyfish have no lungs? They cannot operate scuba gear.
I did know that. They have no lungs, they have no heart, they have no brain, they have no blood. Barely even an animal.
But what do they have?
Like tentacles.
They're not even called tentacles. They have hormones.
Okay.
Sorry, this is really random. This is one thing that absolutely bamboozled me about jellyfish is when I was trying to convince them to breed and I was like, how do I get you to do the thing that I want you to do? The reason that adding iodine works to make them make babies is because obviously iodine is what your thyroid needs to do the thyroiding.
Produce the thyroiding.
And jellyfish use thyroxine in order to like reproduce. And I was like, what the fuck are you guys doing with thyroxine? And yeah, they utilize hormones to reproduce, which I think is crazy. Like if you look at that blob of jellyfish, you don't think, yeah, that guy has a thyroid hormone. I think it's specifically T4 that they use. But then also they can get this hormone from styrofoam cups, but unwashed only. This is a scientific paper that I spent my weekend reading about how unwashed styrofoam cups were the key to getting these jellyfish to reproduce, which I think is just so insane. Like, what scientist is like, oh, my jellyfish aren't reproducing. You know what I'm going to do? Rub them with a styrofoam cup.
All of them.
Wild.
Every scientist.
Well, clearly I'm not a good scientist then.
You're just behind, yeah. Are you saying that's not the first thing you think?
I want my nachos again.
Go get them then. Wow, I love that the mithril sword that I gave you ages ago, which we're past now, has maximum durability, meaning you never used it. Oh, well there's a mithril sword in the chest with maximum durability.
No, I have one.
Also the vine twinned daggers, I guess you put straight into the equipment chest.
They were broken. They were breaking.
They've got over half durability.
But yeah, no, I put them away because I don't.
How are they breaking if you don't use them that much? SMH.
I used them on the boss that we fought, and they didn't work, and then I haven't been using them, so I put them in the chest so they didn't clog up my inventory. I am a chronic
Masturbator?
No. Sorry, my brain just lagged. Inventory organizer. I hate having anything in my inventory. Fuck off. Don't want you. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
Why?
I don't know. To reacquire my
Natros. My neck is really sore. There are way too many people watching Netflix in this house. You got like decent internet, and now your internet's terrible again because everyone's like, we've got good internet, we can all watch Netflix now. Straight back to square one. Calm down.
Violent now.
I need to go on a quest for sticks and stones that may break my bones. Unlike words. Because those will never hurt me. There's a recipe for apple pie being sold.
Oh, I already have that.
You already have that one. You got so excited.
Yeah. I want to talk about more things. I love talking. But like only if I care. If I don't care, I'm not saying a word.
Talking is for nerds. I'm just gonna have a nap instead. But yeah, I'm not running on the most sleep recently. Not gonna lie. Not looking forward to next week where I'm gonna have to start getting up at 4 AM. That's gonna suck. What? Yeah. Level GUI, is that the one? Yeah. I assigned all my stat points. Yes, I have. You might go audio only until someone goes to sleep. Damn. Really bottlenecking your internet with Netflix. Just tell them to like go away because you're trying to watch Blue the Nerd live stream. They'll understand. They saw me from fucking miles away. What does she? How many memories do I have on me? Ooh, I got a bunch. Need to go hand in. You know, it's something that's weird about this. It's only weird because I'm, you know, coming off the back of Minecraft, but you don't seem to be able to make wood into sticks.
Yeah. Is making a fucking demon noise.
Woo. You're the only person in your house right now and your Wi-Fi is shit down. The Wi-Fi's great. Well, the Wi-Fi isn't. The internet's great. As soon as you leave the room, though, the signal's dreadful. I genuinely do think it would be worth us buying one of the, like, fancy routers at some point that you can get.
Yeah, Paul.
Yeah. They're not, like, that expensive. They're not as expensive as I thought they would be. At the very least. But they're not cheap. Stones. Yeah. Something that might be worth me doing. There's definitely still like little bits. Like I had never found one of those Farron villages before. I wonder if I go to like really far north, like unloaded chunks of like tundra and go into the caves, or like I don't know, just go into some caves from stuff that like hasn't been spawned in yet. Because there might be newer stuff. The verses when we first made the thing. Let's go explore. Go north. I forgot this puts me in a hole. You had to go to the doctor this Monday because your insomnia is reaching disabling levels of bad, and apparently you have a problem with your blood pressure that no one ever thought to check. Like, instead of testing upright, he did it with you laying down, and then while getting up, there is an abnormal drop in blood pressure when you're up. This is funny to me, by the way. I'm not trauma dumping. I've been laughing about this since Monday. Damn. It's wild. We love when there's just like a really, like, a really obvious issue that would have been very immediately evident had they even thought to check it, and they just never do. Great way to get pebbles. Rubble. Why is this random logs on fire? Strange. There's a hole. Maybe there's a cave I can explore. Yeah. Right, I think we probably got enough stones. Don't have many sticks. But I'm gonna keep harvesting stones if I see them. Fuck it, why not? I mean, this is like the easiest way. Just whoop. Stones. It's cave time. I want to see what's in the cave. Maybe we discover a new cave biome. Maybe we get deep enough that we immediately hit lava. Didn't offer any solution other than don't get up too fast. You discovered you have turbo head rush, and he's like, just like get up slower. It's only a problem if you get up too fast, so just...
turbo hemorrhoid?
No, turbo head rush.
Turbo hemorrhoids.
Leo has turbo hemorrhoids.
I didn't know what hemorrhoids were until recently.
Oh.
We know.
What do you mean, what do I mean, oh?
Why oh?
Why not? What's wrong with saying oh?
But why was that your response to me not knowing what hemorrhoids were?
What else am I supposed to respond?
I got... Someone at work explained to me what a hemorrhoid was, and... Oh, I just went to report back.
One of the cats is being feral. You can hear Artemis.
I'm so tired. I might have to soft launch my deceasement soon.
Oh, you're gonna leave 2 hours early? What am I meant to do for the next 2 hours? I'm also tired. I'm gonna have to be tired on my own. So rude. Can't believe George hasn't even come and said hello this stream.
Yeah.
Fake friend, for real. He's only, you know, interested when he's actually in the stream. SMH. Only interested, you know, when he gets his moment of fame. Oh, it's another one of the frozen mammoths. Where's the head? I don't know. Ooh. I agree. Butts. You know. Poopy butts. I wish there was more like in the caves, more to the caves. It feels like of everything there is in this game and everything there is to do in this game.
The caves are lacking.
Yeah, the caves are like the one of the things that it's just like, eh.
I feel like every stream when I play Hytale, I just like walk backwards and forwards in my barn the whole time.
Cave diving. I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown.
Your mother has been waiting since December 2024 for a consultation with a neurosurgeon. I've been on a waiting list since 2015 for something, which I think is a bit silly.
Is that for the tism?
No. Tism, I've been on the waiting list since 2020. But no, I know obviously trans healthcare is a little bit fuckhead at the moment, but yeah, in the UK, I've been on the waiting list for like NHS provided trans healthcare since 2015, which makes it 11 years. Yay!
Just trans your health.
Well, luckily, I nearly doxed where we live again. The place that we live is really good at just saying fuck you NHS waiting list, I don't care, because basically since I have a diagnosis of gender dysphoria because I went to another clinic as a child, I can get access to informed consent hormone replacement therapy. So basically it's all through the NHS, and basically you can just be like, I understand the risks. It's kind of like right to choose with ADHD and stuff. Basically you can just be like, I understand the risks and I already have a diagnosis, please can you provide me with this service, otherwise I will medicate myself and do it riskily. And they'll just be like, okay, yeah,
either give it to me safely,
yeah,
or
I'll do it myself. But yeah, the waiting list for gender affirming care when I first got on it was about 5 years. But since then, I mean, I haven't heard anything for nearly 11 years, so that's wild. What other long ass waiting lists have I been on? Lots of them.
beef.
Beef. But yeah, the trans healthcare in the UK, apart from the specific place where we live, is shocking.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty much never gonna get top surgery on the NHS. That's just not gonna happen. Because it's been 11 years and I'm...
Does the NHS actually do top surgery? Oh,
you have to go through the gender clinic, which I haven't even achieved that yet.
I didn't know that the NHS even did that.
Yeah, and bottom surgery.
Ah. That actually surprises me. I didn't, obviously, the chances that you're going to have it is extremely slim because you got to wait probably until you've already died of old age. But I didn't even know that
Yeah.
was a thing.
Andrew got his top surgery on the NHS.
Eh. Wild. In my mind, the NHS is still a bit turfy and wouldn't actually do that.
It's a lot better now. Well, apart from the waiting list.
I mean, we used to live in an area that did literally just get turfed up.
Yeah, I was on testosterone for 2 years, and then we moved to the place that we used to live, and they were just like, "We're taking that away," and I was like,
Yeah.
"What?" And they were like, "Yeah, in this area of the UK, we just can say no."
Because no, it wasn't just that they can say no; it was that they couldn't say yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that entire county introduced a rule that they weren't allowed to accept new shared care agreements for trans people, even if you were on it previously and then moved there. So
They
you
were
can
like,
be on
"It's too
hormone
much of a
treatments for
burden
years.
to this county, so no." And I basically
It wasn't. I don't think it was even to do with being a burden. I think they just didn't want.
No, it was to do with financial allocations. or
I thought it
whatever.
was to do with them, like accountability and them not wanting to be.
I was
like-
given about 7 different reasons. I can't lie to you, and I'm starting to think all of them were bullshit. But yeah, I was on T for 2 years, and then they just took it away, and now I've been back on T for since September. Months, I don't know. I feel like this testosterone this time around is hitting different.
We were on injections this time.
But I've had one. I've had one.
Because people do say that injections have a much more
Yeah,
noticeable
well-
immediate effect.
Even when I was put on gel for the first couple months, like the first 4 or 5 months, I felt like it hit different, even though it was the exact same gel I was on for the first 2 years. But my voice is definitely dropped again. It's still not where I want it to be at all, but good vibe.
I think I should start doing testosterone and see what happens.
Anabolic steroids.
I'll just get buff. But you know, and it's one of the reasons that cis people do take
Yeah.
testosterone so that they can get buff.
But it's funny because one of the I my entire life I have struggled to lose weight, like my entire life. There has been no point in my life where I have been a skinny person, and that's fine, that's whatever. But one of the side effects of Sustanon, which is the genre of testosterone that I'm on, is it's specifically like can and will cause weight gain. Since being on testosterone, like being on Sustanon, with absolutely zero effort put in, I have lost loads of weight. And I don't know why, but I'm not going to question it. Oh, okay, loads of weight is an exaggeration. I have like, unconsciously, I have not changed anything about my lifestyle, and I have lost weight specifically since being on Sustanon, which is wild.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's funny that I was told specifically you will gain weight. And I'm like, actually, no, my body disagrees with you.
Supposedly losing weight is a side effect of my ADHD medication, but I have not.
Our medication's just like doing the opposite.
I didn't like. I've not gained weight while being on the
No.
medication, but I never lost weight. It was one of those things where I was like, okay, I am actually quite overweight, so like, this would actually probably be a benefit for me, and then it just never. It never happened. It's like loss of weight, loss of appetite, and whatever. And I experienced none of it. I'm still a
0%.
hungry bitch.
I would say I'm less of a hungry bitch now since being on. Which again is weird because when boys go through puberty, they're like, I will eat give me 17 Big Mac meals. Whereas I'm just like, meh, I'm not that fast.
When I went through puberty, it wasn't just that I ate a lot, it was I ate the weirdest shit.
Okay, I feel like I've gotten that part. I feel like I eat weird shit.
I think I ate as a teenager. I ate like a pregnant woman. Just the really weird cravings of combinations that don't really make sense.
But yeah, I think it's funny that I've lost weight when they told me I was going to gain weight. But also, it kind of makes sense because men have higher like metabolic requirements than women, like in the amount of calories they need to eat to sustain and exist. And I don't know if they just told me that I would gain weight because my appetite would increase, but my appetite has decreased.
Part of it also would be you would gain physical weight without gaining fat because you would put on more muscle mass.
But like it specifically, I think it's like says obesity.
Yeah.
Like fat weight.
Yeah, obviously testosterone makes you put on more muscle.
But yeah, I wonder if it's just because I don't know. I don't tend to weigh myself because it's not very good for the old mental health. But like you know, like I can tell I've lost circumference, which is a horrible thing to say. I've definitely lost circumference, even if I haven't lost like number weight.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
I mean, it's true. I don't know what number I am, but I know that my circumference has decreased.
Wow, this place spawned weird.
Imagine being a teenager after COVID. Oh my god, why are you a baby? I was... Oh.
Yo, a recipe for apple pie.
You're so young. What do you mean you were a teenager? You're 17? Go what?
Oh, what did I learn at work? Oh, so obviously we have to do challenge 25. We can't give alcohol to people that are below 18, and if they look 25 or younger, you have to ask them for ID. On the device we use, because you obviously check their ID, you check the day they're born. The device that we use gives you the date. It basically goes anything before this date, they're fine.
Yeah.
Just off the top of your head, without mathsing it, do you know what year 18-year-olds now were born in?
2008, right?
Yep.
Yeah, hate that.
Yep, people that are legally adults in the UK were born in 2008. Crazy.
I feel like we did this last stream, but for whoever, I think Fanta was not a part of this. Guess the ages of me and Blue.
We didn't do this last stream.
We did.
Did we?
Oh wait, sorry. I thought you said we did, and I was like, we did.
No, we didn't. I don't think.
You were in middle school during. What is middle school?
Like junior school here, I think.
Fuck. Why? No, Bushimi's like. Bushimi's not a child, right? I think we got Bushimi to guess my age before. Yeah.
I think we've done it before, but not recently.
Yeah. Without cheating. How old are we?
How would they cheat?
Because Bushimi might be like, I remember, I'm going to do spoilers.
Okay, I see. I was like, they don't have our IDs. They can't just check.
Also, it's on my Instagram.
Where's your age on your Instagram?
27. For me.
Yeah, for which one? For
Which
Leo or
one?
for me? It's wrong either way.
Bushimi's 18!
Oh.
Sorry. I thought you were much older than that. The anger I felt towards you in that moment.
I didn't know how old Bushimi was, but I also don't tend to just ask people their ages.
No, I mean, me neither.
It was weird.
Me neither, but like, I don't know. I just assumed.
I'm 69. Ooh, is this another... We're back.
Okay, in the age range of 23 to 29. You are correct with the age range of 23 to 29.
For both of us.
For both of us. My hearing aid is making the sound of, you know, when you open a bottle of like fizzy drink and then you shut it again and it like. It's okay.
No, what? When does fizzy drink whistle when you shut it?
Like when you release a bit of carbonation and then like slurp it back in again. Okay.
This is just you experience.
I don't want an age range. I want specifics. I like being judged. Not judged. Assessed. Perceived. We spent almost an entire lunch break guessing my middle name at work.
Your middle name?
Yeah. Well, obviously I know my own middle name. But like, we were all guessing each other's middle name. And I have two. And I told them one of them. And then I got my co-workers to guess the other one. And it took like 3 times the amount of time of like everyone else combined for them to guess my middle name.
Your middle name's cheating. Because you chose it.
I actually didn't. No part of my name was chosen by me.
I mean, it was.
I mean, I chose to keep my old name.
You turned it into your middle name.
One of my middle names was my old middle name.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
24 and 25. One is correct. But my initials spell log, so you know.
Logman.
Logman. We're 23 and 25. I'm 23. Lawrence is 25. I keep going through the portal. Stop!
My eyes are really dry.
Your eyes are always really dry.
Yeah.
Maybe invest in some eye drops.
No. I don't like eye drops. Eye drops are for losers. Boinky boinky boink boink.
It's not ASMR for you guys, you can't hear. It's ASMR for me.
What makes it ASMR?
I was just in silence, just like pulling up onions and they make a fun noise when you harvest them.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, I have two. I didn't originally have 2 middle names. I originally had one. Good bit of information.
Wow.
But because I'm a good, not saying that if you don't do this you're not a good child, but I was too scared of making everyone angry at me, so I didn't. Well, I did change my name, but I didn't actually take any of my name out of my name. I'm not gonna say my dead name because I don't like that, but I basically my old first name is not a real name. It is the combination of 2 men's names.
I was gonna say your dead name wasn't a real name.
No,
anyway.
my dead name was not a real name. My mum combined my star sign with the name of my granddad. So my star sign is Leo, so now my first name is Leo, and my granddad was called Owen, so now one of my middle names is Owen. And I'll say my old middle name is boring. George, obviously, and then my surname. Yeah, it's great when you want, and also the Georgia came from George Michael, the music artist, because my dad was called Michael, and my mum used to call him George Michael because I don't know how funny. So I got my middle name was Georgia after George Michael. So my original pre-trans name is the combination of 3 men's names, so it was very easy for me to just be like, I just use the men's names instead of this weird combination of non-existent name that you've given me.
I find it weird how why are middle names gendered? Like, why do we only give men men's middle names and women women's middle names? It's a middle name. It's not like they're actually called that. Names are weird. I think we should just abolish names.
No more names.
Get rid of them.
I personally think you have a very cool name. Like, your name is probably one of my favorite, like, masculine names that exist.
What, mine?
Yeah.
Or Lawrence? Fair enough. I think it's fine.
It's just not a name that, like, happens much.
No, you don't hear it very often.
My dead name is a name that doesn't happen. And, sorry, this is something that irks me. The amount of people that I would be like, this is my name, this is how you spell it, I know it's a weird name, no one's called this. And the amount of people would be like, actually, no, I think my second cousin twice removed has that name. I was like, girl, no, they fucking don't.
I think Lawrence is another name that's originally French.
Yeah. It depends on the spelling, though. I think it's the AU version.
The AU is where the name comes. That's where the name originates.
And then it got westernized with a W.
Yeah.
I need to actually know if my dead name is something that other people are called.
My surname is French in origin as well. It means red hair.
I found a fictional character with my dead name.
Oh. Are they an elf?
They are a demi-elf.
Because that's just
This
like...
is French! Oh my god, my dead name is French.
Because that's just... There's a Lord of the Rings character that is just your dead name, but without the first letter.
Yeah. Oh, this is... I'm actually really not enjoying this.
Yeah, that's the French word. That's where it originally comes from.
Oh.
And then it was... not westernized, Britishized.
So my old first name is actually a surname. This is the only context I can find of my. Yeah, it's a.
Lawrence is also French, but Laurent is more common. Yeah.
I have found a wiki page for a character that has my dead name, but it's all in French.
And then my surname is Russell, which comes from Roussel, which is also French. And it literally just, came from like red hair, which is fitting for me. And the Roussel family motto is Que sera sera, which means what will be will be.
Oh my god, this is an actual like.
Which I like.
Oh, sorry. I've forgotten what your middle name is. No, I've unforgotten. Don't worry.
What mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about giving away my first and last name because I have a really common last name.
I have a very ironic surname.
Gay.
I want to know what all of this says, but I don't want to ask if she. But it's all in French. This is a character.
Wow. I think that looks like it was from a D&D campaign, like a D&D podcast of some variety.
Fishimi thinks that they know what my dead name was. I'm curious to make you guess, because I actually don't really care.
I'm wondering if that's like the French equivalent of Critical Role.
Maybe.
Starred by Matt Mercer.
It's a D&D Frostgrave D&D Pathfinder character.
Wow. Yeah, I guessed it would be wait, D&D or Pathfinder? Those are two different things.
Oh, it's eBay. it's eBay. I don't know. They're just putting fucking words in there.
Either way, it I guessed that it was tabletop of some variety based on the name of the Wikipedia page mostly.
But yeah, my name literally just means yielding a lion. I thought it just meant lion, but now I have had yielding added to it. Bishimi, you can guess what you think it is because I'm really curious as to what you think it is.
Come boy. I think your surname was testosterone.
I have such a dissonance to my first name now. Because I'm like, wow, that's such a cool name. But then I'm like, oh, I was... Hot Goblin. That is what I am, apparently.
Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin.
Yeah, she's I think, D&D character. You are wrong. Leonie is like, I feel like that's a common name. But no, that is not my name. And I'm not just saying that because I don't want you to know what it is. That is genuinely not it. Oh my god, that's really weird.
Leo, I just had an idea for a really stupid video for us. Signing up for all of the really cursed dating sites.
But specific fetish ones.
I guess, yeah. But also there's like, I think it's called The League. Which, to be fair, we probably wouldn't... I don't think we'd actually make it past the sign-up for...
Oh, is that the one where you date celebrities?
No, you have to, like, prove that you have, like, a certain net worth and property value over a certain amount. I think there's a farmer's one where you have to prove that you own a certain amount of, like, farmland.
That's really funny.
There is one for celebrities, but I can't remember what it's called. That one kind of has a point. I kind of get that one because, like, if a celebrity goes on Tinder, they're gonna get a lot of chasers.
But also, like, you don't really have to do much to get accepted.
Do you not? Do you think I would get accepted? I'm trying to remember what other ones there are. Because there are others that are also really stupid.
I want to know what this character is actually from, because it's giving me D&D, Pathfinder, Age of Sigmar, and many more.
I'm guessing that it's a tabletop series of some kind that like a French like podcast does or something.
Jade Dynasty also has a character with this name, except none of the information is there. I don't mind you guessing. I'm really curious as to what you think it is, because it's proving my point by people being like, this is a name that I definitely know someone who has that name, and I'm like, no, actually.
J-date, where your name has to start with a J for you to sign up. Like,
aren't people whose name begin with J toxic?
All of them.
Yeah, but there was a thing about J names.
No, for me, it's people named after seasons or like months, and people named after minerals.
I am none of those things.
You know, people named like summer or autumn, or named like crystal, ruby, sapphire.
What about people named after their star signs?
That's just cringe. Also, people named after places.
Yeah, especially it was a very unfortunate one I saw recently of someone who went by Izzy, whose name was after a country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, that took me a second to process.
And she was like, I cannot leave my house. I cannot go to Starbucks.
Jeez. That's a wild one. How old's that person? Because like
probably my age.
Because I'm not gonna lie, there have been wars going on between Israel and Palestine for decades.
But I sort of grew up in the era of like India being a very popular.
Yeah, I know. There was someone in my year at
and-
school called India. Her mum was my teacher. Which I always, it's weird. Naming someone after a country is bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Especially like an Asian country
Yeah.
as a white person. Because China isn't that uncommon of a name.
No.
But also, it feels bizarre to be a white person called China. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other examples of like common country names being used now. Also, people just named after religious concepts.
Yeah.
I went to school with someone called Faith.
Yeah. I know a person called...
An Angel. That name has always cringed me out. Like, I don't know. I mean, I know we have a lot of very common... I just realized my mouse is in the middle of my screen for some reason. We have a lot of common religious names that are just kind of names now.
Yeah.
Like, or pretty much every... If you can imagine a white person name, it's going to be like John, James, you know, like all of the apostles, basically.
I cannot find...
Matthew, Simon.
I keep getting auto-corrected on the name that I used to go by. Like, Google is like, you didn't mean that. I was like, yes, I did.
Jabeki.
Apparently, that's wild. Apparently, my dead name has been given to 2 people, and 100% of them are boys. What?
Someone you knew had a last name that meant the king and his first name was Leo. Your
That's
mom still
cool.
gets weirded
No,
out
I
by
think
it
that's
to this day.
cool.
What's weird about that?
Yeah, apparently between 1980 and 2022, there were 2 births of my dead name.
Are you one of them?
Apparently not. Because...
That's not a complete worldwide census then.
No, I don't think it is, because apparently it's only found in Quebec, and I'm definitely not from Quebec.
No,
And
and
it
also,
also-
it was only men,
Yeah.
and you were not born...
I was not born men.
You were not born men. You were born man, but you weren't born men.
Oh, I've got a really weird... This is like the modern...
I hate that. That's how you would pronounce it if it was a Lord of the Rings character.
That's how you pronounce it. Kind of. I was in fact born a baby, you're so correct.
Because there's a specific Lord of the Rings character I'm thinking of that I don't want to say the name of because it makes it really
Yeah.
obvious what your name was, like the name we're talking about.
I still feel like somehow, like, you wouldn't get it. Also, people just couldn't pronounce my name, even though it's literally pronounced how it is spelt.
Yeah, but then you get names that are completely, entirely
Yeah.
phonetic. Like, a lot of, names that come from Africa are just straight up phonetic.
Yeah.
They're spelled exactly how they sound. And you still get
White
teachers
people,
that
like,
read it out
yeah.
like 3 times and somehow pronounce it wrong every time when doing the register.
For a clue, my old name was 6 letters long. I genuinely can't find... I'm gonna go on Facebook and look up my dead name to see if I can find anyone. Oh, it doesn't look like a real name.
What would you do if you found out that you weren't your mum's first kid and she actually had another kid that she named the exact same thing? And this is how you find out because you look up your name on Facebook and there's a person that's like they've got your name and you're like, oh, they kind of look like me. They have the same surname as me.
My name doesn't look right anymore. Oh, you got
What?
it. Mishimi got it. It's the first one.
the Lord of the Rings character that I was saying it sounds
Eowyn.
a bit is Eowyn, yeah.
Is that a name in France? But yeah, my first name is Leo and my first middle name is Owen, so makes sense.
My middle name is Rizzy.
Rizzy Russell.
Yeah. I think I should have been. I think my first name should have begun with an R.
It's my original guess, but I thought it was too weird.
It's not a real name.
It's not a real name. Is it a name that's like exists in France, or did you get it from me saying what my
context clues?
Yeah, my middle and first name are? I kind of forget that I had that name. I have such a cognitive dissonance from that name now. I'm like, that's not me. And then sometimes like I still get referred to as it, but that was not English.
Do you know what my nickname was as a kid, Leo?
Oh.
Yeah.
You still get called that.
I know. Mainly just by my mum.
Yeah.
And also by my mum's friend. They're like the only two people that call me that. And my dad sometimes, I guess.
But yeah, is Leoin a name that is in France? Or I'm assuming from you saying it's too weird that it's not.
Can you guess who my favourite Tracy Beaker character was as a kid?
I've forgotten every character. Tracy Beaker.
He was called LOL.
Remember there being a character called LOL.
And his full name was actually Lawrence. And his brother was called Bouncer.
Oh.
Who I think was actually called Ben? I'm gonna have to verify that.
You knew a girl named that? Was it Leoin or was it Llewellyn?
I'm sorry, Bouncer was called Bradley.
Bradley, not Ben. Because people used to call me Llewellyn a lot because Llewellyn. There's a way that my old name was spelled that is not that name, but people think it is that name. Lowell. What does it keep trying to autocorrect it to? Lowen? Yeah, no, I'll give it to my mum. She named me creatively. But
at least she didn't throw in a random EIGH.
Yeah. But I was going to be called Callum if I was a boy, and it kind of makes me relieved that I was not born a boy because I would rather die than be called Callum. No offense to all the Callums in the world. Yeah, if you grew up with someone called Leoin, I am not pleasantly surprised. I'm like bamboozled because I cannot. I just went on Facebook and searched my name, and I found one person with it as their surname. So I don't think it's a very common name, but I'm the only person that I've ever known or heard of that has the name, or had the name even.
Names are weird. I went to school with someone called Keeley.
I know someone called Seeley.
Can you guess how Keeley was spelt?
Was it the EIGH?
See if you can spell out the whole name.
Oh, was it double EIGH?
No. Keyleigh.
Evil. Also, earlier you were gonna say, imagine if you went on Facebook and found out that your mum had a secret child before you.
Yeah.
You do know that's happened, but with my dad, right?
Oh, does your dad have...
I have a brother.
Oh.
I have a secret brother that I didn't find out about until I was like 17. Because he added me on Facebook, and my mum was like, who the fuck just added you on Facebook? Please, can you unadd them? I was like, you never tell me to unadd people. This is suspicious. And then, yeah, it turns out homeboy was my brother.
Oh. Well, did your dad cheat on your mum? Or
No,
was he
he's had, like,
born before
7
they got
wives.
together? Or
He's Henry VIII. I kid you not, I think he actually had 6 wives. He was...
Was this before he was with your mum?
Oh yeah, he's like 40.
No. Kind of weird for a 40-year-old to just send a 17-year-old a friend request.
And also weirder of me to be like, yeah, that's fine. I think it's because he'd sent a friend request like 7 times.
Arithmetis, thank you for the follow. How's it going? We're having a weird conversation.
We are having a weird conversation about my secret brother. And also about the name that I was named before I changed my name, and how that name is not a real name and no one is named that name. Anyway, yeah, I think he'd sent me a friend request on Facebook like 7 times, and at like the point of the 7th, I was like, what the fuck do you want? Like, you clearly want something because you've re-added me like 7 times. And I accepted the friend request, and within like 5 minutes, my mum was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I don't know. He just kept sending me friend requests, and I wanted to know what he wanted. I actually think I was younger than 17. I think I might have been like 13 or 14.
You had 0 stranger danger instincts.
No, I didn't have 0. I was just nosy. Also, I did get groomed on the internet multiple times. But like...
So yes, I was right.
I had unrestricted internet access since...
So did I. I never got groomed.
Yeah.
Because I actually knew how to use the internet.
I also knew how to use the internet, but I liked attention. And, you know...
I just used to get called slurs on Call of Duty.
We are 2 very different people.
You're going to say something and you need this to be acknowledged once and then never again, but a young kid in your family was named a very common name, and for his middle name, you shit you not, they named him Anakin.
I love that.
I mean, that's kind of on a similar level as the amount of people over, like, between, like, 2012 and 2016 that got named Khaleesi.
Oh, yeah.
Who is this guy? A Farron Windwalker? He's a little guy with a staff, and he do a little dance. Hey, buddy. He's not attacking me. If I go too close, are you going to attack me? Like the other ones. No, he's just running away.
I remember what the name of my...
Hey, buddy. A Farron Longtooth. No, don't hit me. No. Okay, they only hit me if I, like, come within the confines of their village. If I get too close to them, they get angry.
Today I discovered that Messenger has a spam folder, so now I'm very curious.
Do you ever look at your email spam folder?
Very occasionally.
Mine is Farron Civilian. Where are they? Mine is full of just porn bots.
Yeah, I don't know what mine's full of, but I don't think it will be porn.
Oh, hi.
I've forgotten my brother's name. That's really bad.
Friend. I like the music here. It's very fun.
The last message I ever sent to you on Messenger was 3 years ago, and it was just a question mark.
What, on Facebook Messenger? Yeah, I don't really use Facebook.
No, I also don't use it. Why I messaged you on... What on his name?
His parents were so disappointed that he wasn't born on May the 4th. What other weird, silly names have I encountered?
Why on earth was I messaging George on Facebook Messenger?
Whoa, I can't believe you were secretly talking to George. What other weird names were there in school? People had. There's this really weird kid called George in school. Facebook is really dangerous too. None of your data is private or safe. Yeah. So real. Also, like, every employer at this point, if you go to do an interview, like, every employer will like stalk your Facebook if it's not like hidden.
And confirm.
My current workplace has a whole team of people that will like, basically their whole job is to just check people's social media.
Yeah.
Make sure they're not posting like shit that they shouldn't be. You know, if I talk shit about the company, I could lose my job.
I don't know who.
But no, they seem like a decent enough company.
I'm sorry, I'm just finding lore about myself. Don't mind me.
Leo Law. Martin Pierce.
I don't know who 80% of these people I've had full-on conversations are.
The other day you overheard someone call over their kid, and their kid was named King Arthur. Like, that's not translated. His name was King.
Arthur.
Like, you know, it's like everybody's favorite Harry Potter character, Kingsley Shacklebolt.
I don't know his name. Oh. Sorry. I have someone in my messenger contacts just called Ollie the Super Gay. Okay.
Same.
Oh my god, what was I?
That's another naming convention that I find a bit weird. I mean, plant names aren't super weird. Like, mostly they're okay, like flowers or like, I don't know, fern, you know, or things like that. They're fine. But when you just get like vegetables or like kind of just foods,
Yeah.
like olive. The name Olive I've always found a bit weird because it's like, okay, so were they named after the salty like vegetable
or the colour.
fruit thing or the color? Like, the color is an ugly color, or you have a tasty food but not like a cutesy name food. That one's always struck me as a bit weird. We like calling your child Pickle. You had so many horrible experiences playing Fortnite as a young teen that you never created any social media account except for YouTube. Took until last year to make a Tumblr account, and if not for these streams, I would not interact with anyone on YouTube or Twitch. That's valid, to be fair. So valid. The internet sucks. I don't like that killing crabs gives you raw fish. I just want to criticize that fact real quick. Don't think I would get fish if I killed a crab, I'm gonna be honest. Not really the same thing.
I have a group chat with a pedophile. Sorry, that's so random. I promise there
Cool
is
story,
context.
bro.
I promise there is context.
Cool. Cool, man. That's something you want to declare on the internet.
There is context to this. So when I was growing up, I was part of a youth club. And the guy who was like the youth mentor was found out to be a pedophile, and I am in a group chat with him. So there you go. I'm in a group chat with a pedophile.
Nice. I am not and have never been in a group chat with a pedophile.
How do you? I mean, I wasn't like I'm seeking out pedophiles.
I don't know, you were accepting friend requests from 40-year-olds. 40-year-old strangers.
I can't find him.
Have you considered not being in a group with a paedophile, Leo?
Leave it, but it's an ancient.
Would that be weirder?
Oh my god, it's this guy. Are you still alive?
It's very deep. I'm gonna put a marker here. I'm gonna go back home. I'm gonna make scuba gear. Wow, I have traveled so far. Where is home? Why did I just... the heck? Can you move with your map open? Oh, you can.
I have found, apparently, I added my dad on Facebook and sent him 2 messages ever, and they were, hello, I have Wi-Fi now, and then desk is built with a photo of a desk. He never replied to any of them. Absent father.
Yeah, he's very absent father.
So absent that he's actually, like, in the floor. Why the fuck did I send a sticker to Dan Howell? As in Dan Howell from Dan and Phil.
And that doesn't surprise
Why
me
did
somehow.
I do that? That's so cringe.
It doesn't surprise me somehow.
I'm in a group chat called What Did You Both Get?
Is it even the actual Dan Howell, or was it just some like...
No, probably not.
random... Back to auditing. Adulting even, not auditing.
Auditing. I love a good audit.
Glad to finally catch you. Oh, yeah, cheers for coming along. I appreciate it. Thank you. Charlotte Evans. The name sounds familiar and I don't know why. I don't know why I would know that name. Dab, Dan and Phil mention.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dan and Phil, and I have been since I was like 11. But why the fuck did I send Dan Howell a sticker of a Shiba Inu on Facebook?
That's pretty cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Quiddy Quingy. I burn these. Does that work? No.
I was just having like conversations with a random ass.
Concerning.
Like I was having conversation with so many like random fucking people on Facebook that I have no idea who they are.
You know how I was saying you had no survival instincts on the internet? And you were like, no, I do. About that.
Is JGM Khalid Gid?
DJ Khaled. Can't believe you were friends with DJ Khaled. The DJ Khaled. That's wild. That's a claim to fame right there. You went to school with DJ Khaled? How did I never know? Someone invited you to Ratatouille, to a Ratatouille 18 Discord server. The fuck?
Minus 18. Does that mean you have to be like in the
Under
womb?
18, that's concerning.
In the womb. I had a lot of people asking me in depth about my gender identity on Facebook Messenger.
Wow.
My god, do you want to see fetus, Leo?
Nah. You look the same, to be honest. Not much has changed. Phoebus. My favorite Greek god slash Greek figure. Phoebus. What was I gonna make? Scuba. Dive mask. Dive suit. Dive gloves. I assume I need the full set to actually dive. And dive flippers. You deleted Facebook Messenger to stop your mum sending you every Facebook post about a local job opening. Where are the new... Where are my things? Oh, you know what, I'm just gonna fly. I know there are... I'm teleporting anyway, so it's not like I'm not cheating. I'm hungry now.
As you can have the rest of my nachos.
I don't want nachos. I really fancy something sweet. I want like brownies or cake. Like, or chocolate. I want something chocolatey. I want an Easter egg.
Sorry, all of this time I have been looking for my brother on my Facebook messages, and I can't remember his name.
Your brother from another mother. Brother from another mother.
I'm also in a group chat called Please Let Me Stay at Your House. Okay.
You're in a lot of concerning group chats.
Yeah.
Bruh. Wait, can I not wear the diving suit? No, I can.
I'm in a group chat called Petit Pois.
Right, so wearing the dive suit, if I go underwater now, do I stop? I can breathe! Although my oxygen bar is still going down, it's just going down quite slowly.
Oh, did you get the scuba?
Yeah, it doesn't take much to make it, it's just like leather and copper. I don't think I swim any faster. There's nothing down here. I chose like the worst ocean biome to dive. Yeah, they do all. Each individual part does increase your oxygen, so it is worth having all of them. That? Oh, it's just a mound. But there might have been like an abandoned building down here. I mean, it's not nighttime. How do I always somehow dive at night?
I'm so sorry, I've gotten so incredibly distracted. I can't find him.
lighten up soon. I might actually call the stream early today. I'm not gonna call it right now, but I might call it at like 9:30ish. Because I still need to upload it and then go to bed. Brain Coral. Badge. I can't remember where. I've found coral reefs underwater before, but I can't remember where it was. I want to find a fun biome to swim in. Forgot we're in different time zones, yeah. It's like 9:20 right now.
Past 9.
Or
20 past 9. Oh, it's
Your
I
mum.
worked at John Lewis with him.
you're just naming a bunch of random people on stream.
I haven't spoken to
Full
this person
names.
since 2019.
Can't believe you're just doxing people on stream. Would you like a coral seashell?
The fuck is a coral seashell?
It looks like a clam.
Why? We're back on the stupid fucking invertebrates situation. I just got assaulted by a chicken. Can you bring me the clam?
Fine, I suppose. Are you both French?
Oh.
We got double French in the chat.
Fanta's from Poland.
Poland. I don't remember anything about anyone. Wow. Well, the one that got eaten.
They got eaten?
Yeah.
Got eaten?
Didn't you rescue a hamster, give it back to them, and then a cat ate it?
They lost it again. I don't know if a cat ate it, it just went missing.
How does a hamster go? How do you... I don't understand how a hamster can go missing.
No idea.
Like, they live in a cage. Where are you putting a hamster that it can just vanish? Oh yeah, no, we actually just let the hamster free roam the house. We don't really worry about, you know, the constraints. It gets as much freedom as we do in this house. What are these guys? Chevron tangs. I've never had a hamster escape, and I owned a lot of hamsters as a kid. Salmon. Salmon should not be in the ocean. The ecology of this world is all kinds of fucked.
The fuck is Nathan Stapley and why did I have 2 video calls with him in 2020?
I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Why would you think I would know?
No. Land turtles? What the fuck is a land turtle?
Do you mean tortoises?
Yeah, tortoises are turtles. Fuck calls them a land. Oh, it's really bothering me that I can't find him on Facebook.
A new animal, sailfin tang.
That's not that bad. In the grand scheme of how animals look in this game, that is not a bad self-in-tang.
Never even heard of a sailfin tang.
Worked with one.
Have I? Which tank was it in?
I'm pretty sure GBR.
Was it in GBR? Was that a tang? That was a... I knew the sailfin by a different name.
There's a self-in snapper as well. But like they're self-in... Oh, there might have just been in Biozone actually.
I don't remember ever seeing any interps about anything other than a sailfin snapper. You only have one word for turtles in French? Sounds like a you problem. To be honest. Do better. You want to turn on the visuals, but you're afraid of your internet. I'm back on land. I'm running along in the hopes that I see something cool. And then I can dive. Yeah, I probably am gonna end soon because I'm fucking knackered.
No.
What? 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 No to what? The problem? What are you going on about? You wanted to go to bed as well. Who/what are you? You look angry. Oh, I didn't see his name. A pike. Did it go by another name? Do they have another name? Because it does kind of look familiar, but the name Sailfin Tang isn't familiar at all.
Sailfin. Sailfin.
Are you sure there was one of those?
I think like BZ810.
I feel like I think there was another fish that looked similar but wasn't. I don't know. I thought I was quite good at identifying a lot of the stuff in Biozone and GBR by the end. As a ranger, it was kind of just my job to be able to name the animals for people, and that was kind of it. There might have been. I should probably hand in all of the memories I've got before I end the stream. There's nothing cool in the ocean here. For you. Is that just a block? That's just like a bit of moss or seaweed or something. What is it? It is a green moss rug. These are the most vibrantly, like, aggressively yellow lemon peel tangs. They're the most aggressively yellow animal I've ever seen.
Didn't we discuss last week that lemon peel tangs aren't real?
Yeah. Although there is an animal, it's called the lemon peel mimic tang.
Yeah, mimic tang.
That's probably what they're named after. Like, the ones in this game is probably just that.
I want to look at the fish. I swear to God, if it's in fucking fresh water. Why? So there isn't a tab.
All of all
there
of the
isn't
fish
a
are in
tab
fresh
called
water.
fish. There is just a tab called freshwater.
Yeah.
But
Despite the fact that you also get salmon, which are freshwater, in the sea in this. In fact, the majority of the animals in this are saltwater.
bluegills are freshwater. Catfish are freshwater. Crab, Frost gill isn't real. Jellyfish, you don't really get freshwater jellyfish. Lobster, you don't really get freshwater lobsters. Minnow, freshwater. Pike, freshwater. Piranha, freshwater. Black piranha, freshwater. Salmon, estuarine. Snapjaw isn't a real thing. Rainbow trout is freshwater. Wait. Oh, you need to put in your memories. Can you put in your memories so I can assess the quality of their taxonomy? Livestock.
Hello.
Are you pushing me?
I teleported to you. We've completed reptiles.
I like the crocodile. Are we sure? My favourite reptiles.
They just don't have pictures. They're animals that I found. Fenstalker.
Fish. Turn to fish. Clownfish, definitely not freshwater. Pufferfish. You can get freshwater pufferfish, I'll give them that. Blue tang, not freshwater. Chevron tang, not freshwater. Lemon peel tang, not freshwater. Sailfin tang, also not freshwater. Disappointing!
I've only got 5 more fish to find.
And I bet you they're all going to be fucking saltwater.
More birds, more abyssals to find.
Also, the
Moray eel, hammerhead shark, humpback whale, trilobites are all abyssal. There's 2 more abyssals to find. I don't know why that's a
Why are they
different
not fish?
category.
Why do they have their own category?
I don't know. We got 4 more avians to find, which avians is apparently includes pterodactyls and bats. Got more elementals to find. There's more golems that we haven't found yet.
I like the hammerhead shark. It's very cursed.
Yeah. 1 more Farron to find. Apparently I didn't find the last Farron. Couple more goblins to find. More livestock to find as well. Some of these might be babies. One more mythic that we haven't found yet. That might be the boss of the final dungeon.
I realize I'm really far away from my mic. In this stream, I
One
achieved
more Outlander we haven't
nothing.
found. Huh?
In this stream, I achieved a grand total of nothing.
Nice. 2 more bugs that I haven't found. Wait, the bug queen isn't on that.
Where are bugs? Scarrocks.
Yeah. We've definitely encountered the bug queen. I've killed 2 of them. I don't know why that's not counted unless it's in a different category. Void taken as the boss that we put. Void spawn. We've got all of those. Oh, we need one more memory. We need one more memory to unlock the next
Yay.
thing.
What if we just go into... Oh, we can't get memories in creative. I was going to say, what if we just fly and look at all of the birds?
No, I mean if you fly up to the bird, then turn into survival. If you can find one of the birds we haven't got yet.
How do you know what birds we haven't got?
Luck. I reckon we've gotten all of the birds that are here though, if I'm honest. Oh.
This place is so pretty, like, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't encountered any new birds here, to be honest. EBH. Kabaha.
Ubha. Oh, I forgot I was not in creative mode. I just threw myself off a building.
Good job.
Oh, but oh no, I did it again.
Wow.
Oh wait, I don't think you can die here.
Probably not.
Yeah, no, I'm just bouncing.
You're in creative.
I'm not. Oh, I am.
I can see your health bar. The woodpecker we've definitely got. What biome would have birds that we might not have gotten yet? Desert. I mean, there's definitely desert creatures that we haven't gotten yet, but I don't know where they are. Vulture. Ah, yeah, we hadn't had vulture yet. Back through I go. And then I shall call it. "20 minutes ago you said you were going to call it early." Yeah, I said at past. I'm only 5 minutes past that. Yay, you can now make 2 new eternal seeds.
Oh, I just fell.
And also the harvest trophy. And also 2 more decorative chests. Was it worth it?
Oh, it's just eternal onions.
Whoa. That was so worth it.
And eternal potatoes.
What about the trophy? Where do we make the trophy? Probably in the farmer's workbench.
Oh my god, I need 100 greater essence of life. For
What's
a little fucking Quebec.
He's a little baby Quebec. Hold on, I gotta show off the little baby Quebec before I end.
We can't make it because it requires like 1,000. No, 10,000 essence of life.
Look at him. We can get that. I mean, you can turn crops into essence of life. And also, we've got a... Let me go check. How much do we need?
10,000, I think.
Because we've got 167 in this chest. Anyway, I'm not doing that right now. I am done. I am
also
calling
done.
it. Oh! Are the chickens still having problems? Probably.
Yes.
Oh. You're selling all of your crops. He's still at it. He's still at it, folks.
I still don't have enough essence of life. Ah. Ah. Don't know.
Good night, everybody.
Bye, everybody. I got to sleep now.
Yeah. Goodbye.